Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE Smackdown Live June 6th, 2017 review. Now, what did we watch last night? Did we really watch anything that was entertaining, enjoyable, or even worth our fucking time? Absolutely not. 2 hours of fucking boredom with two decent matches, and that's about it. We got Shinsuke Nakamura and Kevin Owens with the main event, which, by the way, I don't understand why this ain't no fucking main event one-on-one competition match for the U.S. title, which would be a fucking awesome match. And we're getting that free on television. Who the fuck needs this shit? Let me break it down to you guys. Number one, I need to give you guys something worth watching on these videos. These reviews are getting disgusting with one horrible review opinion after another. I have nothing to say that's positive about this product except for one thing, and that's Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe for right now. But here's the thing. We all know this is the forte of WWE. They're going to fuck it up. That's what they do. That's what they always have been doing for the last several years. They can't get anything right. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about who the fuck is paying their bills. They just care about one thing and one thing only. The operandi of how to get Roman Reigns to get his special moment on WrestleMania and he becomes the main event. The title won't mean nothing. Nothing means nothing. Just the guy who they want as their guy of the company. Fuck them and Roman Reigns for that matter. And that's why Roman Reigns will never get over by anybody, because it's always centered around him. What a self-centered pieces of shit to make Roman Reigns the pride and joy and main attraction of WWE. There's so much other talent they could also put in main event matches at WrestleMania and other events as big as WrestleMania for that matter, and they don't. So fuck WWE and Roman Reigns for that matter. So we go ahead, and I'm just going to give you the overall rundown. I might start doing UFC event reviews, give you critiques and analytical information that I saw in fights that I watched on an event that I picked, and just start randomly doing that, or do old school wrestling reviews again and bring those back up again. Maybe that'll get some people's interest that are already subscribed to this channel. But quite frankly, I'm just tired of ranting and raving every moment of every day about how shitty this product is. And that's why I'm not doing as many videos as I normally used to do. So let's get things started, shall we? We first start things off. Instead of a match, we have an opener talk show segment. My girlfriend and I, we sit there and we've sat there a couple of times and watched some shows together. And she asks me all the time, am I watching a wrestling show? Or am I watching a fucking talk show like Good Morning America or Jerry Springer for that matter? I mean, that's what I keep asking myself. Am I watching wrestling or am I watching a talk show? This isn't Good Morning America. This is WWE, where people get in the ring. They do a scripted storyline match. It is set up and everything else. I understand that. But come on, man. Get these people in the fucking ring and do what they're supposed to do, which is what it's called, World Wrestling Entertainment. It's supposed to entertain you through wrestling, not through talking all the time. This is fucking ridiculous. So we have the presentation of the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And what's the presentation of? A fucking briefcase. Like, who the fuck cares about a damn briefcase? The title's the more fucking important thing in the matter. So why didn't they make this a 6 women's ladder match for the women's title? Not to mention bring more prestige to the SmackDown women's title. If you decide that Naomi's the woman for you to keep as your champion, it brings more credibility to her as your champion as well. No, instead they decide to make Lana, a fucking woman who's never competed at all in the middle of the ring, compete for a women's title at Money in the Bank. So we got Lana and Naomi competing for the women's championship, where Lana hasn't done squat in about 6 months, number one, and number two, have yet to compete in a fucking one-on-one match against somebody unless it's a tag team match. Who the fuck needs this shit? This is garbage. This whole segment here was absolute complete garbage. It built no credibility to the Money in the Bank ladder match for the women's title. For the women's briefcase ladder match. It means nothing. It's garbage. This is crap. The whole thing. And it was almost 20 minutes. And then we get the same fucking match that we got, I think, a week or two ago with a 6 women's tag team match with Natalya, Tamina Snuka, and Carmella facing Naomi, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. And they lose. Naomi, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte lose this tag team match because Lana interfered and knocked Naomi on her ass. And then I think it was Tamina. Yes, Tamina hit her with a real good shot in the head with a kick. And that was the match. End of story. Match over. This match was shit. I give it a 1 out of 5 stars just to be fucking nice at this point. Who gives a shit? Fucking garbage. Then we had a repeated match from last week as the main event. Now a first hour match. It's the second match on the show where AJ Styles defeats Dolph Ziggler. What are they doing? Trying to make up for the botched move that they did in the main event of last week's Smackdown episode or something? This was fucking retarded. Match was okay though. I mean, I didn't have any major issues with it. AJ Styles picks up the victory, walks away the winner, gets his win, gets a win, and breaks even with a win and loss. Big whoop. Mojo Rawley, he bitches and complains to Shane McMahon about why didn't you put me in the Money in the Bank ladder match? Well, here's the reason why, ass clown. Because you suck. That's why. It wasn't motivational reasons why he didn't put you in the Money in the Bank ladder match. You won a freaking piece of shit award that nobody gives a rat's ass about and could care less and is always on the pre-show now. The only time it ever was on the main card of WrestleMania was when Cesaro won it. And Cesaro got nothing out of it, and he was outstanding. And if it wasn't for the fact that they didn't promote Cesaro, that match would have meant something by then. But because they didn't, truthfully to people's eyes, it means nothing. It's a bowl of garbage, and who gives a shit? It's done nothing for nobody's career. Even Baron Corbin, who probably got the best build out of it because he's slowly but surely starting to become a big name in WWE. Oh, wait, never mind. WrestleMania 32, it did get the main event, or get on the main card. So, excuse me, I was incorrect. So, it got it twice. Big whoop. Who cares? It's a piece of shit match that nobody cares about. So, we also got Breezango doing fashion file police bullshit. This is crap, really, to be honest with you. We also have the New Day coming in, doing a skit with them, and it's in black and white. Like, who the fuck needs this shit? This is garbage. 100% garbage. I'm scratching my head going, why am I watching this? Why don't I go do something else with my life? Instead of wasting it, watching it, and blowing my mind and trying to figure out what's going on behind these closed doors of creative and what the fuck they're doing. This is fucking ridiculous. They need Breezango's input and criticism of how they could beat the Usos. Why do they need their critique? They're the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions in the fucking company. What do they need their input? They don't need anybody's input. If they can last that long for an entire year and a half as tag team champions and break a record, then why the hell in reality would you think that you need to make your tag team, you need to ask another tag team who lost to the Usos how you beat them or what's their weaknesses? Who the fuck needs it? You're fucking tag team champions for a year and a half for a reason. Why would you make your longest tag team champions ever in WWE need to ask a fucking nobody tag team that got one opportunity for a tag team title match, which, by the way, wasn't bad. I'm not going to deny that. But still, at the same time, it was fucking borderline ridiculous. And on top of it, they still fucking lost. So who really gives a shit? Fucking retarded. Utterly and completely retarded. I hate the segments when they do the Fashion Police. It's absolute garbage. Jinder Mahal, he gets a match with Mojo Rawley because Shane McMahon later on in the show said, "Hey, you know what? You haven't done much in the last few months since WrestleMania. Here, I'm gonna throw you a bone. Match with the champ. Champ beats him. Decent match, nothing bad. I mean, I'll give Mojo Rawley some props. Match was okay. Jinder Mahal was pretty good in this match, but it was nothing big here. It was nothing. It was just a win, making Jinder Mahal look good and Mojo Rawley being a jobber. That's it. That's all you got here. It's fucking dumb. Like, who cares? There's nothing, man. There's nothing important with this show. We also had Randy Orton, get a backstage interview. Nothing big there. Just pretty much the same old, same old. Jinder Mahal talks some shit after his match and why he's gonna go ahead and retain his championship. Hopefully, God help us. Hopefully, Randy Orton walks away as the new WWE champion for the 14th time, and somebody else, and maybe somebody cashes in on him and wins the belt from Randy Orton. That's more suitable to be a champion that's new as being WWE champion for the first time, because this is just complete utter shit. New Day faced the Clones. They defeated the Clones. No problem there. I mean, nothing to cry home about. This match was complete bullshit. AJ, just going back to do the star ratings for each of these matches, since that's what I normally do. AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler, I give it maybe 2.5 stars. Jinder Mahal and Mojo Rawley, 3 out of 5 stars. New Day and the Colognes, 2 out of 5 stars. Fucking garbage. It was pointless crap. Backstage, Sami Zayn talked about sitting doing commentary at the main event with Kevin Owens for the Kevin Owens Shinsuke Nakamura match. Sami Zayn gave some really good input about Shinsuke Nakamura, how he can really distract you, make you think that from on the surface he looks like a very, easygoing guy that you could really beat, and he's got a big time enigma behind him where people can get behind and love and really find him very popular to get behind and enjoy watching in the ring, and doesn't seem like he's a big threat, but when he gets in that ring, there's a switch that turns on and he turns into somebody else, even though he doesn't look like one of those guys that can really beat your ass. But based on Sami Zayn's incredible matchup that they had last year in TakeOver Dallas, having him do that, talk about that, was definitely a really logical thing for him to do, since he actually had probably one of the best matches out of Shinsuke Nakamura's career with. So definitely I can understand why that would be the case. But that all ended when Baron Corbin appeared out of nowhere and attacked Sami Zayn. Actually, he was supposed to ask a question to Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn, you think the motherfucker would learn, but still hasn't learned his lesson. Keeps getting knocked in the jaw and punched out backstage. You think he would just go ahead and attack him first instead of allowing him to make him, go ahead and allow him to ask a question or say something to him, and then doesn't ask nothing and gets jabbed right in the mouth and put on the floor and knocked out. We also got an issue after that with Naomi asking Shane McMahon for a one-on-one title match against Lana at Money in the Bank. Shane even said to her, "This is completely ridiculous." I mean, even Shane's saying to himself, "This woman didn't earn no title shot." Okay, so she got in the middle of the match, cost you a match, so what? Who fucking cares? So she decides, I'm still going to put my title on, and I want to face her. Let's make it official. And Shane says, Okay, fine. There you go. Here's a match. What fucking ridiculous crap there. Um, we have Baron Corbin on commentary since he knocked out Sami Zayn during the Shinsuke Nakamura Kevin Owens match. Which, by the way, Baron Corbin sounded very natural during this segment, talking to the guys at the commentary table. And I was very impressed with his commentary skills, his communication, the way he talked. It sounded very more natural than usual lately. I think he's gotten a lot better with his talking skills. He's one of the reasons why SmackDown seems a bit better than even though it appears to me. But when he shows up on television, I really enjoy watching him because he comes across more genuine and more realistic than most performers on this fucking product and within this roster. So props to him with his commentary skills. I was very impressed, as well as the match itself. Shinsuke Nakamura and Kevin Owens. Finally, I can say something positive, but again, this match really shouldn't have been on the SmackDown episode. It should have been on a main event, main pay-per-view, a pay-per-view event, possibly even a main event match, for that matter, because this match was actually rather good. I definitely would give it a 4 out of 5 stars, being very nice about this, because most of the show is absolute garbage. But overall, this match itself was pretty damn good, and it was very enjoyable, and it kept my interest from beginning to end. So no complaints there. Nakamura wins the match, 1, 2, 3. Um, and that is pretty much it, man. That's the show overall. Hope you guys enjoyed my video and a little bit of ranting for the last 15 minutes or so. But yeah, this show is fucking garbage. WWE overall is garbage, and there's nothing to cry home about with this show. I mean, there's nothing. And I got to start finding something else to review on instead of this crap, because that's all it is. Complete and utter crap. Anyway, guys, hit the thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave your comments and opinions down below. I love to get back to you guys as usual. And also, guys, hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. And I thank you very much for watching, and have a great night.